those who wear the hearing aids are those with some residual hearing.
The technical exams, they are set in English, and they must also answer the questions in English.
Kenya, a country of stagger and beauty, a place where education has been made free in the primary level, and the government has a plan to make the secondary level too, according to their campaign manifesto. But who knows that there are more problems than this? According to the Ministry of Health, there are 640,000 people having hearing impairment in the country. The Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development gave statistics of 200,000 children living with hearing impairment. However, only 8,000 of the population are able to attend deaf schools. We visited a suburb-located Current Technical Institute for the deaf to dig more on this. The environment, quiet. Are people doing some recordings? No, it's a school for the deaf and sign language has taken over the air. We meet Celine Boke, a student in her second year studying agriculture, who tells us about the background of her condition. Despite not ready to swap any of her senses for listening, Boke told us some of the main challenges she faces in her life by the occurrence of being deaf. In many schools, exam irregularity has become a culture, but does this happen in deaf schools? Joshua retaliates before telling us of the dormitory arrangement by the school to help just in case of danger.
There are very rare cases in the school because I think because of their disability, it's not that easy.
Just like any other place, the deaf, as they prefer being called, have burning issues to address. Omondi talks by starting with his relationship life. Felgon Oboch is the sign language head in the institute and tells about the sign languages they teach and the unknown difference.
To teach English. Yeah, because all the technical exams, they are set in English, and they must also answer the questions in English. By the way, they do NEC exams, just like any other technical institution, like a Better Tech, or like even Masai Technical. Yes.
And why not in Swahili? Why not encourage them to take the exams in Swahili as well?
Yeah, Kiswahili, NEC sets exams in English. Yeah. It is not set in Kiswahili. And therefore, English is paramount that they must be taught.
The students, just like in other schools, participate in co-curricular activities, but there is a slight variance. They communicate in sign language. Some students opt for hearing aid, which are costly, as a piece goes for 30,000 shillings. But what is the work of a hearing aid? We stopped at an audiologist to tell us more.
Hearing aid is an assistive device which helps the hearing impaired to get sound from the environment, and its main work is to amplify sound. When the children are born deaf, all of them remain with some residual hearing. Residual hearing is a little hearing that is left. So when we give them the hearing aid, we put it on the better ear, that is after assessment. The better ear means that has more of the residual hearing. So the student puts it on the ear or behind the ear, because we have different types of hearing aids. We have those that we insert in the canal, the ear canal, and we also have those that we wear behind the ear.
According to statistics, the ratio of teacher to student is 1:24, against the recommended 1:12. We talked to Kenya National Association for the Deaf chairperson, Nelson Kagiri, just like Ochieng, further reiterated the opinion of increasing the space for the sign language interpreters on television. We caught up with a Machakos-born hearing athlete, Saulo Mwanthi, at the Sign Language Institute a day before he could fly out to Brazil for World Championship competitions, playing volleyball for the national team. However much he appreciates, Saulo also talks about the need to increase funding by the government to help those participating in sports to at least match the money released to persons who aren't disabled. And on the question of danger, if he could swap one of his senses for him to hear, the hilarious Mwanthi posed a question to us. To answer questions surrounding representation and government initiative towards the deaf, we sought for a government representative. Honorable Isaac Mwaura is nominated senator representing persons with disability. Mwaura talked of his successful effort towards the deaf to be enrolled in the National Youth Service, of which at the moment they enjoy 80% of the intake.
So I have initiated a program where disabled youth are accommodated within the National Youth Service. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it has been wonderful because 80% of the beneficiaries have been deaf people. And I believe that should continue to be the case because they need to give you an opportunity to grow, something that is not obtaining currently.